Hello darlings and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new, my name is SADICKA, and for those of you who are already subscribed and you know what it is, thank you for clicking on another one. So darlings, I know you're probably wondering where is SADICKA, but you know, I've moved on up, darling. Okay, we are sponsored today by the one and only SoundScan Studios, and we are also here with the Influence Rocket. I'll be telling you guys more about them, but we have been lucky enough to be in this space sponsored because I got the special one and only Mr. TyDre, one of the greatest artists from the GTA, and y'all are about to know if you don't know, honey. So I'm going to be getting into an interview with him, and this is actually going to be a part of my Sit and Sip series where we're going to be having tipsy talks about audacious topics. Today we ain't really drinking, but y'all go ahead, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a glass, you know, your food, whatever it is you need, and get relaxed because we're going to be talking about the greatest, talking about you being your greatest, what that means. So let's get right into this video, darlings. Make sure you're subscribed and you've hit that bell so you get notified. Also make sure that you're following me on all of my socials and everybody else on all of their socials. It'll be down in the description box. But as I mentioned, let's get into this video.
2 a.m. I'm out here getting faded. Crazy when my vision's not created. And let nobody else determine what your fate is. We was out here searching for a way in. And when you doubt yourself, you could be at your greatest. Don't waste your time if you don't got just what it's taking. If you ain't losing, you know you ain't dedicated. See, I've been grinding for some time, just waiting patient to show you.
So darlings, as I mentioned, I have the one and only Mr. TyDre here for you. So Ty, how are you feeling today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me here, SADICKA.
Thanks for being here. I'm so excited. Who are you? For the people that have never seen you before, they've never heard of you before, what would you tell them if they needed to understand who you are and what you do? Just in a simple terms.
Well, I'm TyDre. I'm from Brampton, Ontario. And music is my passion.
When you say music is your passion, how long has music been your passion now for?
True passion, I'd say in the last 4 years.
Okay. And before music, what was Mr. TyDre up to?
I was a basketball player.
Okay. So that's a big transition from basketball to music. Is there anything that kind of inspired that? Like, what kind of made you take the steps toward music from all the things that you could be doing?
I always loved music.
Okay.
Like, I was exposed to all genres of music by my family. And it was something that I kind of always appreciated in terms of how it could dictate your emotion and something like that, even down to movies.
Okay.
How you are scared in a theater, but you're perfectly safe. Like, I always found those things very interesting. So I loved music, and then just certain things happen in life hits, and I used it as an outlet at one point in time, and that kind of just grew into something else. Lily, I've been praying that we make it. Quarantine just got me feeling jaded. Up late every night, I'm getting faded. Probably should be pacing, but I feel amazing. Yeah.
So, what inspired Greatest? Like, why did you drop that song? And I know this isn't one of your first things that you're dropping, but I guess since you're kind of re-evolution to everybody, it's one of the, you know, debut things that you've decided to drop. So what made you pick that?
One, it was current to the times in terms of the references, in terms of how I was feeling. But outside of that, it was something I felt that, if not definitely the world needed, even just my circle needed. Like, to see, okay, even in the darkest of times, the most uncertain of times, that like we can still make the best of this and come out victorious, you know? So I just wanted to motivate all the people that were around me, all my closest friends, and whoever really needed it, to show them like you could still make something amazing and chase your dreams in the hardest of times, you know?
And I definitely feel like it's a song that can be relatable for years to come. It's one of those timeless tracks. And I feel like the message also needs to be heard by so many. So I love that you were able to just take something that you wanted for you and those surrounding you directly, but yet it can be applied to so many different people in so many different circumstances and instances. For those that probably haven't heard the track, they're not probably aware of it just yet, but is there a line from the song that you could maybe share with us that you would say, you know, this kind of gives... I know that's hard, it's a whole song, or even maybe like 2 lines that you could give us that you would say, if you need to hear something from this song that I feel like would struck a chord with you and make you understand the vibe of why I even named this song Greatest, what would you share with people?
I'm out here getting faded. Crazy when my vision's not created. And let nobody else determine what your fate is.
Don't let nobody else determine what your fate is. And I applied that to other people, but also in terms of just life circumstance as well in the song. Because like if you believe in something, if you believe in yourself, like it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks or what anyone else says. Nobody else can tell you that you're going to amount to this, or you're going to be this, or you have to be this, if you believe that you know your calling, you know your purpose.
And have you always been someone that has been self-assured and self-aware and like very grounded and I'm going to believe in whatever it is that is meant for me and I believe in my calling? Or was it a journey for you to...
I'd probably say I've been like this for a long time.
Okay.
Most of my probably childhood friends could probably attest to that.
And if there was something that you could tell people maybe that struggle with that, because I know that within the new generations as well, us being so impressionable with a lot of different social media outlets, a lot of different people sharing a lot of different messages, it can be hard to kind of filter through and decide what really needs to resonate with you. And I feel like being self-aware and understanding your calling makes it easier for you to navigate through that. Definitely. So if you could give someone a message in regards to being more self-aware or more strong in themselves, what would you tell them as like motivation or help them? Since you're someone that is more, you know, comfortable with that, what would you tell someone that isn't so comfortable?
I guess once again, what does that for me is my own self-belief, and then seeing what has happened as a result of my own self-belief. So seeing the amount of creatives, friends, family that even I have now in the last 3-4 years, that happened as a result of me putting my mind to something and saying like, I'm gonna commit to this. I believe I have what it takes to make my dreams happen. Like what they say, I see my dreams very vividly, almost every day, like in front of my eyes.
Like a visionary.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of what drives me every day.
I think I'm going crazy. Told her I'm just trying to be the greatest. Can't wait till you hear what I created. I went from making plays straight to playing on the stations.
In terms of encouragement, like for every creative, every dreamer, like, you gotta take the leap of faith. Although it may seem very difficult in terms of what they say, in terms of like a basketball reference, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like it's real in life, you know. So the only way for you to get closer is for you to actually work on it. If you run away from it, that dream, that vision will never get closer.
We the studio trapping all night, it's just me and Range. Just me, my pen in the booth, I ain't seen my pillow in days. And making music for praise, but bet you remember the name. TyDre, it's TyDre, yeah, the one and only dog. And I've been putting in overtime just to show you all that you ain't never heard nothing like me or close on me before. Now you ain't heard about nothing like me, I'm about to get.
You mentioned belief a couple of times. Are you religious, spiritual? Is there anything in specific that kind of helps drive your beliefs in life?
I'd say more spiritual, no, wouldn't say religious, but yes, but I would have to say a lot more current, most recent. The more I've believed, manifested, surrounded myself by the right energy, things of that nature, the more positive things have come to me, the more doors have opened. So it's like, in terms of belief, like that's really got stronger in the last little bit, because like it's like I realized by following a lot of a lot of recommendations that I've even received along life from people that are spiritual and stuff like that. Like now that I've applied a lot of them, like it's done a lot of good in my life. So yeah,
it's like taking that leap of faith that you said and going after some of the things that people were telling you has helped them has now helped you. And it's like getting a taste of the winner's pie. Yeah. Once you get a taste, you just got to keep going for it. So what would you say, what does manifestation mean to you? How are you able to manifest some things in your life?
Manifestation to me is putting things out into the atmosphere that necessarily you want to happen for you or to come to you, but also that you feel like you could bring into your life yourself. Like, so you're putting it out there into the universe, but you know you're also gonna do whatever it takes to make that happen.
Okay.
That's what I believe in manifesting. You can't say I want to achieve something but do nothing on a daily to try and achieve that thing. That's not manifesting. Manifesting is putting it out there consistently into your life. Whether that even be something in terms of like positivity, like a positive vibe or energy, like that's putting it to your life daily and saying, okay, I want to achieve that thing. You know what I mean? It's a combination of things. It's not one.
Yeah, and especially with your artistry, you being a visionary, manifestation's so important to actually do the work, which is what you mentioned, because you can say I want to drop this track, I have envisionments of it, but if you don't come to the studio and actually lay down the verse and actually listen back and then work with an engineer or work with your team in order to come up with the video, and it's not going to happen for you. No. You have to be able to put in the work as well. Yeah,
you have to commit to whatever your dreams are.
Searching for a way in. When you doubt yourself, you could be at your greatest. Don't waste your time if you don't got just what it's taking. If you ain't losing, you know you ain't dedicated. See, I've been grinding for some time, just waiting patient to show you what we making. I'm trying to be.
I be really with them jokes. I be really be doing the most. I'm dramatic. Well, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, I'm a riot, but Mr. TyDre here he's a little. Oh, he got me wanting to sit up in my seat like the headmaster is here. Okay, so are you usually always this serious? Is it a persona? Are you chill with your friends? Like, what's the deal?
I'm chill. I just say like this is mean in the sense of like I'm chill, but serious in the sense of like just focus. I'm constantly thinking of what we could do next to advance, like for myself, for my team, for my families, you know, seriousness in that sense. Outside of that, nah, I'm just chill, but I also know when I have fun.
I feel like you're so zen, like you're just calm, even your voice, it's very calming, you know, and then I'm over here like, oh, bow, you know what I'm saying, and then you're like, yes, and the greatest, and you know, all the things that we've got to keep in line. I'm a visionary. I'm seeing everything we gotta do. I'm thinking about all these things. Like, you're just always working. You're just always hustling. You're just always doing something. That's good.
Way too far, way too far, way too far. No, there ain't no turning back cause we done work too hard. Work too hard, we done work too hard. No need to wait cause I'm coming with it. Told you I was made for this shit, it's just the beginning. Now they know the name and the voice every time they spin it.
Greatest is so important. It's such an important song. Like, I feel like when our kids grow up, they're gonna listen to that and they're like, that's that old 2020 music, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they were rapping to. They thought they were real ass. Like, you know, this is gonna be like a Biggie track. I said it here first, y'all. I said it here first, okay? You A&R people and all them people there that's watching right now. I need a check, boo-boo. I need some money, because I said it. It's the greatest right here. We're going to be dropping great, just great. So, greatest. Yeah. What does it mean for you to be great?
Greatest for me is about being the greatest version of yourself. In my last year or so, I realized if you just focus on bettering yourself and perfecting your craft, or just focus on whatever it is that you love to do, how far you could go. Because I turned off everything on the outside and I said, you know what? Paying attention to everyone else doesn't do anything for yourself. Like, you need to be putting yourself in the best of positions, you know? Once again, finding the necessary information you require for yourself to put yourself in better positions. Once again, working and perfecting your craft. So I just wanted to work on being the greatest version of myself, and that was the message I wanted to push to all my peers, because not everyone I know does music, you know? So the message was to say, no matter what it is you do, strive to be the greatest version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And by being the greatest version of yourself, you'll put yourself to be the greatest at, you'll put yourself in that position to be the greatest at whatever that is.
Okay.
That was my mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I wanted to do to inspire like my closest friend.
Okay. And now it's about to inspire the masses, child. It's about to let everybody know. I see, let me tell y'all here. Greatest YouTuber right here. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Greatest personality right here. I'm gonna tell y'all that. And that doesn't mean that you aren't also the greatest YouTuber and the greatest personality. And I think that that's also an important message to understand, that being strong within yourself and saying that I'm the greatest doesn't discredit anybody else from also being their greatest. No. We need to all be our greatest together, in fact.
Yes.
As a collective, in order for us to be successful, we need each other to be our greatest version.
100%. Even like exactly in terms of a collective, like even in regards to a team, you know. Shout out to my team. My team, in terms of each person, focuses on developing and honing in on their own skill. And by doing that, when we come together, it looks like one quality product. Because everybody is trying to be their best in their own space, you know? So that is, in terms of, if you have friends, a collective, a team, I think you guys, everybody needs to pull their weight by focusing on developing themselves in their own area.
And just being the greatest them possible.
Yes.
Me coming to get to know you over, the past couple of months that we've gotten to know each other, I just feel like you're a very humble, down-to-earth individual. And I love what you stand for. And I feel like a lot of people needed to hear this message, which is why I needed to have you here on the channel today. So I really hope that people are understanding what you're saying and really taking it in. And I feel like people are going to come back to this video from time to come when they need that little reminder, because you even touched on it. Like, it's not always easy to believe in yourself and be strong and just be your greatest. Although that is the message that you want to drive, because regardless of whether it's easy or not, you still need to do it.
You need to see it through.
Exactly. So you want to make sure that people understand that that's still the message, but also understand that, you know, it's not always the easiest. I even have my days, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna have your days. You're gonna have your times where it's hard. But once again, like if you commit to your journey, you understand that it's not supposed to be straight in the first place. If it was straight, there would be such a much larger percentage that have got through. It's supposed to be bumpy. There's supposed to be roadblocks. There's supposed to be walls. And if you can accept that, you know what I mean? Like, those hard times will be difficult. But you know, like, okay, after these hard times, like, I'm back to it anyways, and there's going to be light.
And you've learned something from that.
100%.
So many different experiences, so many different opportunities, so many different people you encounter at some of these roadblocks or bumps or walls. I don't necessarily feel like everything is a block. I sometimes think that things are a detour. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you sometimes need that detour, because imagine you were going straight and there was a big car accident waiting for you when you went straight.
What's
you know?
meant for you is meant for you.
Exactly. So, what's next for TyDre? What new music are we going to be hearing from you? What message are you going to be dropping on us next? What's something that you want us to leave here with today?
Well, one, that there is new music on the way. Two, in terms of message, I stand for what I stand for. I'm going to continue to motivate, continue to push in terms of what the mindset of you have to grind in life. You know, that's what you can expect from me. I'm here to push that positive message. Once again, I'm trying to teach, I'm trying to inspire, I'm trying to motivate. So that's kind of what you can look forward to. But yeah, there's new music on the way, coming soon.
It's real life. We're here just wanting to inspire, to tell you guys to be your best possible selves. and just, you know, continue to spread the positivity, spread the love. I want to shout out SoundScan Studios again. Shout out Influence Rocket. We really, really appreciate you guys for having us here in this beautiful studio. Y'all are about to see some clips of the studio because it's real nice. And thank you for sharing your message. Is there anybody that you want to thank? Any final things that you want to share with us?
Well, first of all, thank you to you, Sadicka, for having me on your platform. Thank you to SADICKAinc for sponsoring us with the space. Thank you to my team for believing in me and committing to this journey with me. Can't thank you enough. Thank you to all the supporters that have been supporting the music and the message and the movement thus far. And thank you guys for watching.
Until the next one, darlings, live positive, live blessed, take care of yourselves, share this video with your friends and fam. Make sure you are subscribed and you've hit that bell so you get notified. Also follow all of us on all of our socials, baby, because we gonna have all of that drip, that sauce, that swag, that juice for all of you guys, and I know y'all are thirsty. So take care, darlings, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Searching for a way in. When you doubt yourself, you could be at your greatest. Don't waste your time if you don't got just what it's taking. If you ain't losing, you know you ain't dedicated. See, I've been grinding for some time, just waiting patient to show you what we making. I'm trying to be the greatest. Crazy with my visions not created. And not nobody else determine what your fate is. We was out here searching for a way in. When you doubt yourself, you could be at your greatest. Don't waste your time if you don't got just what it's taking. If you ain't losing, you know you ain't dedicated. See, I've been grinding for some time, just waiting patient to show you what we making. I'm trying to be the greatest.